up at them conference arena. And him say, Mark Golding is an asset to the Labour Party. I saw the outer man go up at arena go say, you know. Him say, once you keep Mark Golding there, Labour right sure say them are go win. Little did he know that Mark Golding has a work ethic that cannot be surpassed by any living man in Jamaica, because him touch the road day and night, him move around, him unite the party, and look at the People's National Party tonight in Oracabessa car park. The PNP is ready to give the Labourites a beating. Make welcome the president of the PNP, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golding.
Oh my gosh, man. When I look out on the crowd, way around this, way over this, St. Mary, PNP, come down the river, bank to bank. Comrade chairpersons at the meeting, Comrade General Secretary, Comrade officers, outgoing MP for Central St. Mary, my brother, Dr. Maurice Guy. Our three wonderful candidates for the 3 seats in this parish, Comrade Christopher Brown, Comrade Omar Newell, and Comrade Omar Woodbine. I am well pleased in what you are bringing to the table. I can see winnings. I am seeing winnings. And I'm looking forward to the victory in St. Mary. All of the comrades on the platform and all of the wonderful workers, warriors, foot soldiers, supporters of the People's National Party here in Oracabessa tonight. Oh my God, you look good, man. You feel good too. The vibe is right here in Oracabessa. PNP thing turn up. Comrades, from Onata Bay to Castleton, from Port Maria to Gale. The truth is this: you have been left out and let down by the Labour Party government. I am Mark Golding, a son of the soil. I came into politics not for privileges, but to fight for justice, to fight for fairness, and to fight for the people of Jamaica who have always been forgotten. And tonight I say this, and it's not a slogan, it's a fact. Jamaica, time come. Our country is at a crossroads, and the people of Jamaica must now decide, what kind of country do we want? What path are we prepared to walk as a nation to get Jamaica right again? Because the path we are on, the JLP's path, is not working for most Jamaicans. Cost of living is crushing families. Corruption is running wild in government. And while you are struggling to buy food and to pay your bills, members of parliament and ministers are enriching themselves, including the Prime Minister of the country. We've seen it in the enormous pay rises that they paid themselves after they gave the crumbs to the teachers, 20% over 3 years. And now they are saying to the public sector workers, 0% in the first year. What can go so? This country, our Jamaica, is not a personal slush fund for politicians. Public resources do not exist to serve a political party and the friends of the party. It exists to serve the people, all of the Jamaican people. And the people must take back Jamaica so that things can be better. Here in St. Mary, the neglect is real. The roads are in a disgraceful state. Health centers barely function. Farmers feel abandoned. Young people have talent, but no opportunities. And while your communities suffer, this government pours millions and millions of taxpayers' money into public relations campaigns to seek re-election and into contracts with their politically connected friends. This is not leadership, Jamaica. This is the betrayal of the people of this land. I believe that public office is a sacred trust, not a ticket to self-enrichment. We in the People's National Party are ready to end waste and greed, ready to restore accountability in government, ready to lead the country with integrity, ready to rescue this country from the brink where this government has carried it. And it has now come out that the Prime Minister has even more legal problems. From the report reached Parliament last year, September I think it was, I said publicly the Prime Minister should take away himself. You cannot be running the country and be in charge of government with a cloud of this nature hanging over your head. I said to the Jamaica Labour Party, as an institution, they need to do the right thing. They've decided to tug it out. And look what happened now. Well, all I can tell you is third term is imploding. It is not loading because the people of Jamaica will not accept being governed any longer by a government in which they can have no trust and confidence. Comrades, you've heard tonight some of our policies and programs for uplifting this country, for tackling issues like absenteeism from school, which is why our children are not performing at the level they should be. And we see over 30% leaving primary school without reading and writing and doing basic arithmetic. They need to have a proper school feeding program. And that is why we have the ease to ensure that every needy child can come to school and get a good, hot, nutritious meal. It's going to cost another $9 billion a year, but it is a good investment because it's going to help those families, help those children, and help the farmers of Jamaica who will be the ones growing the food and selling it to the schools. It is why we have the right program, so that a child who needs help with the transportation costs will get a subsidy from the PNP government, $500 a day. And we will ensure that those carriers who are carrying them to school are properly vetted, whether they be busmen or taximen, so that they can be safe on their way to school and home. It is why we have the First in Family program, because we're tired of the poverty, and we see poverty moving from one generation to the next. And if you can have a child who is qualified, get into university or college, but can't make their way financially, and you give them the head up, and you give them the leg up, they will ensure their family also moves forward, and we end the cycle of poverty for that family. And that's why we have the First in Family program for the youths of Jamaica. You've heard about our housing program, the 50,000 units of affordable housing that we intend to build. You've heard about our reforms within the National Housing Trust system to ensure that young people can get help with their deposit to pay down on a house. And for those who don't have payslip and not formally employed, they may be self-employed or hustling, we have the rent to own for you, so you can also step onto the ownership ladder. And we have the most progressive land policy, because we're going to reduce the time it takes to become an owner of land. after slavery was abolished, and they put in the 60-year limitation period to ensure that persons couldn't get on government land and eventually become owners. It has meant that we have over 700,000 people in Jamaica who don't live on land that they have title for. The People's National Party is planning to deal with that situation. If you've been on the land for at least 25 years, you're entitled to your title, and we plan to get it for you. And if you've been there for a long time and you're established, but you don't make 25 years, fret not. We will enter into discussion with you and make sure you can get through as well if you want to buy the property, and we'll give you reasonable terms, because we don't want to take anybody off a land who has settled there. We want to ensure that they can become owners of a piece of this country, because we want all Jamaicans to feel like they belong and it is their country. We're tired of people having to think about running to foreign who want to make you so nice for each and every one. That is the mission of the People's National Party. And we understand the importance of governance in the country. When the head of the stream is rotten and poisonous, it infects everything downstream. We have to clean up government. That's why we will support the Integrity Commission and their work. We will support all institutions that are there to enhance the governance of the country and make sure there's transparency and accountability. That is why we will bring impeachment legislation to the parliament, because we can't have a situation where a member of parliament is caught on a video beating up a woman with a stool in a car park, and that person remains in parliament and is in fact running as the candidate of the Jamaican Labour Party again. That is a disgrace and insult to the women of Central Westmoreland and all the women of Jamaica. That's why we will introduce unexplained wealth orders and other instruments to ensure the legal framework is strengthened to drive corruption out of the system of governance in the country. We plan to lead this country in a clean and decent way, and we are going to be a performance government. I am a hard worker. I've been a man who has built lost practices. I have been built 2 different firms which are listed on the stock exchange. I left all that to go into government because I wanted to serve my people, because my people have always shown me love and treated me with respect, and I want to show them love too and treat them with respect too and uplift the nation and carry us forward, because where we are now is not good enough. We're capable of much better. We must believe in ourselves, put our shoulders to the wheel and lift this nation to the higher heights, which is our destiny. So, comrades, I believe in St. Mary. Castleton matters just as much as Constant Spring. A child in Jacks River or in Highgate should have the same choices in life as a child in Norbrook or Cherry Gardens. So I say to all of you decent and loving people of St. Mary, this is your moment. Time come to reject corruption. Time come to stand up for dignity. Time come to stand up for leadership that serves, doesn't steal. Time come to rescue Jamaica and build a better life for every family in this land. Let us do it together, comrades. Let us build the Jamaica we believe in. Comrades, I thank you. Thank you, St. Mary. Thank you for coming out and making this a wonderful meeting. Let Jamaica hear and see what is happening here. Let this inspire all PNP supporters and all undecided all over the land. The PNP is coming. We're going to take it to them with love, but we are coming for victory.